What's going on, guys? So comes back at you with another video.
Week 5, Steelers versus the Jags in Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Not really too worried about this game. Not really. I mean, the Jags, they're currently 2-2, I believe. I believe they're first in the AFC South. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
this game is in Heinz Field. Even though the Jaguars, they got some good talent on their team.
They have
offense and defense.
Yeah, they have a lot of great, fast, young, physical, scary talent, especially on the defensive side. But the Jags are not bad. They could be better. They very well could be a good team in the future.
Possibly a playoff team soon.
Honestly, I think all they need is a better coaching staff and a better O-line, because Bortles is okay. He's not bad. He could be better, but I think the O-line could be a lot better for him.
Right, because if he has a better O-line, maybe he can make some right decisions.
Right.
So he's not always pressured all the time.
Exactly. And I want to start with the Jags offense. Like I said, Bortles isn't bad, but with our pass rush, which I believe is ranked second currently, we should be able to do good, cause pressure, force some turnovers.
Well, with how our pass rush has been doing, they got to be consistent with it. They got to keep applying pressure and try to make either sack Blake Bortles or cause him to make mistakes.
Right, and that's kind of what we did with Flacco last week.
Exactly.
So, just keep doing that, because that really helps our secondary and our defense. It kind of helps our offense. As long as they take advantage of that, of course.
Yeah.
But really, the only player that really worries me on this Jags offense is Leonard Fournette.
Fourth overall pick. I can't speak.
He's a very, very good running back. He's good in the running game. He's also good in the receiving game, and
so far he's been playing very good for the Jaguars.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's the only player that really worries me on the.
Considering our rushing defense is not really that good.
Yeah, because the last few weeks, we've allowed a lot of yardage, especially against the Bears. We did better last week against the Ravens, but
we still allow them to make some big runs.
Exactly, we could be better. And another problem with our defense is missed and unfinished tackles. And a guy like Leonard Fournette, and the caliber running back that he is,
with speed and strength too,
he is easily and immediately going to take advantage of that.
Yep.
And he's going to make a big play out of it. So, defense got to work on that, especially in this game.
We got to watch out. We got to watch out for them running backs. Leonard Fournette, Chris Ivory, T.J. Yeldon. Even though I do think he is injured, not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And their speedy running back Corey Grant. We got to watch out for them.
They have a pretty good running back core, and that's kind of been the only thing about their offense is their running backs. The receivers,
they're kind of doing something. Alan Hearns or Marquise Lee, I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of D.D. Westbrook. They don't have Allen Robinson because I believe he tore his ACL or something.
Yeah, and they traded Julius Thomas this past offseason, so they have Mercedes Lewis and Michael Rivera.
Yeah, Michael Rivera.
Is he on the team?
So that's basically,
Blake
Bortles' targets.
Receivers could be better.
I think they'd be a lot better with Allen Robinson, but considering that he's out, I don't think the receiver. The receivers are pretty good, but I don't think it's impactful as Allen Robinson was when he was healthy.
Yeah, and like I said, their rushing offense has really been the only thing for them on their offense. If I'm correct, so far they're one of the best rushing offenses in the league.
I believe so.
And oddly, their offense is ranked ahead of ours.
Yeah, I believe ours is ranked 21st, surprisingly.
Yeah,
I think theirs is ranked 18.
Yeah, but I think we can all agree on that's not going to last long.
Yeah, I don't think
that's not going to last long. But Leonard Fournette's basically the only guy I'm worried about.
He could be a factor in this game.
Yeah, but about Blake Bortles, I've noticed not only last season but so far this season, especially against the Jets, is that a lot of Blake Bortles' passes get batted in the air and often intercepted. So, if we can establish that type of defense and establish it early, our defense could have a good game. And honestly, I expect our defense to have a good game because, like I said, their offense is okay. Blake Bortles isn't, too bad, but
our defense has been playing very well throughout the past couple weeks.
Especially our front seven and our pass rush. If we can establish pressure, if we can force turnovers, and early. We should be good.
Especially going up against a pretty decent Jaguars offensive line, but it's not really that great.
It's not too well. Who they got? AJ Kane. Who else they got? Zane Beals. Is he? No,
they have Cam Robinson.
I don't think Zane Beals is with them anymore. Cam Robinson, who's their rookie tackle. Other than that, it's nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So, I expect our pass rush to have a good game.
Right.
And I expect them to force turnovers. I mean, I expect that every game. It doesn't happen every game, but in this game specifically, and especially since it's at home, I expect this team to have a good game.
Yeah.
And offense definitely has to take advantage of good field position and turnovers.
Yeah, because sometimes the offense has been doing that, but sometimes they really haven't. If anything, they usually just get field goals or something.
Honestly, this offense has really underperformed the first few weeks.
A lot. Surprisingly.
They are capable of doing so much more damage. Making so many more plays.
With the players that we have, Le'Veon Bell, James Conner, Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Juju Smith-Schuster, Eli Rogers. All these players that we got on this offense, they should be making big plays and getting to the end zone with all these players. We haven't been doing that.
This is so far a very underperformed offense, and it's I don't get it. I mean, they performed the last 2 weeks, pretty good, but at the same time,
Big Ben hasn't really done a lot throughout ever since starting the season.
Seriously, Ben hasn't done much. He has not. If I'm correct, he hasn't thrown 300 yards in one game this season.
I believe you are right.
And I've noticed on the deep balls, he's thrown the ball deep more often than he usually does. But it seems like most of the time he just bombs it instead of actually aiming it. Aiming for his receivers, he just bombs it. From what I see, that's my opinion. That's what I see.
I don't know, dude, but
this offense got to get going.
This offense, yeah, exactly.
Especially against a very tough, fast, young, physical, scary secondary and defense. Their pass rush is very good. Their
with
Calais
Campbell, with their pass rush, Calais Campbell, Malik Jackson, Dante Fowler, Telvin Smith. Even though I don't think he's much of a pass rusher.
Miles Jack, who's very good. When healthy.
And I have Paul. I don't know how to pronounce.
Servini?
I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. The middle linebacker.
Yeah, he's the inside linebacker. Another player that's good on their pass rush, on their defensive line is, I can never pronounce this guy's name. Yannick something. I can never pronounce his name.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. He hasn't done too bad either.
I'll put the name in the description below so you guys know who I'm talking about.
And their corners are doing pretty good, especially AJ Boye.
AJ Boye was a huge addition. Then they have Jalen Ramsey, who's
progressing very well.
In my opinion, he's going to be one of the best corners.
He's progressing very well
in a few years. They got Tashawn Gibson. Who's their other safety?
Barry Church.
Barry Church, that's right. They grabbed him up in free agency. So they have a very good secondary.
They have a very good defense, and this offense has to do something, especially at home.
Yeah,
they got to start clicking. Really, they got to start making big plays.
Really, their defense is the only thing that really worries me in this game. Is their defense, and their defense is very good, one of the best in the league.
And the way our offense has been playing, I don't think if the offense continues to do what they've been doing throughout the past couple of weeks, I don't know if our offense will have a good game. They have to make right play callings. They have to,
they gotta make plays. Receivers gotta continue to step up. And honestly, Le'Veon Bell should have a good game because the Jaguars rushing defense was not so good. It hasn't been so good this season.
Yeah, because they just lost to the Jets, and they allowed Powell, I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
Powell?
Yeah, Powell, a 75-yard rushing touchdown.
And Elijah McGuire,
who was their third down back, because Matt Forte was inactive for that game.
Yeah.
And so Powell was starting, and he got a big run. And then the third down back, McGuire, ended up getting a 69-yard run.
Right, so
their rushing defense hasn't really done so good.
Yeah, so, I think they allowed over 200 yards rushing for the Jets, surprisingly.
I think so.
So if they can do that, and we have arguably the best wide receiver in the backfield, I expect Le'Veon Bell to have to go off again. Now, granted, he has a different run style. He doesn't just, he waits for blocks.
He's a very patient runner.
He doesn't burst through holes. But honestly, if we bring in Conner, if we split reps between Bell and Conner like we did last week,
maybe even Terrell Watson,
Conner and Watson could get a good amount of yardage too. And that could, keep Bell fresh in this game.
Exactly.
Especially against a very good defensive line, very good defense. So, really, I trust our passing game, but honestly, the rushing game is going to be the main factor, in my opinion, for this offense.
It might be, obviously, Le'Veon Bell is Le'Veon Bell. I think we should start splitting. I think Steelers should start splitting reps with Bell and Conner. Basically do a running back rotation like the Falcons do with Devontae Freeman, Tim Coleman,
like the Bears do with Jordan Howard and Tyreek Cohen.
Even the Jaguars with Leonard Fournette and Chris Ivory, even Corey Grant and T.J. Yeldon.
Yeah, so, You know,
I think we should start doing a rotation with our running backs.
Split reps and keep Bell fresh because we're going to need him, man.
Right.
We're going to need him because he's arguably our best player on this offense. And if he doesn't stay fresh and if our passing game ain't doing nothing, Bell's the only player we can depend on.
Basically.
Because honestly, Ben hasn't really done much this season.
Bell is perhaps our best player on this team right now. Perhaps.
Yeah. So, you know, honestly, this entire offense has to get going in this game. Especially, like we said, against a very good defense.
Like, the rushing game's got to do something. The receivers got to step up. You know, AB, like we've said multiple times, is AB. You know, Martavis Bryant's got to do something.
And I expected a lot more from Bryant to begin the season.
Again, he is just getting used to the game again because he was suspended.
Right, of
and
course.
He's probably just getting some of that rust off. You know, it could take time for him to really be more impactful. But he should be able to at least do something.
Right.
You know, even Eli Rogers if he plays, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Hunter if he gets the time to play. Yeah, you know, these receivers got to do something.
Yeah, the passing game really has to work.
They really got to try to get open.
Basically, this entire offense just has to really get going in this game.
Exactly.
And honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I expect that this game because we're at home, we're in Heinz Field, and we usually play good against good defenses. So I expect this offense to have a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I expect that every game, but for this game specifically, I expect it. Especially after coming off a big win against Baltimore in Baltimore. And like I said, it's at home, and like I said, we usually do good against good defenses.
Yep.
So I expect this offense to have a real good game. And like I said, I think that the rushing game, our running
offense could basically be a big factor in this game.
I think it's going to be our biggest factor for this offense.
It's possible.
Especially against the weak Jaguars rushing defense.
Yep.
But their secondary is real good, so. But anyway, honestly, will we win?
I can definitely see a victory.
I definitely can too. I really can.
But key's the victory, you know, for the pass rushers got to do something against like I said, a decent offensive line, but not that great. You know, the running game's got to do something, and receivers got to try to get wide open and try to catch the ball.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
So defense, pass rush, forced turnovers like last week, and offense established the run game and early, like you did last week, and look how that turned out for us.
Exactly.
And honestly, the pass game really has to click in this game. They have to.
Yep.
They have to. I mean, Bell can win us the game, but
he's done it before.
But at the same time, we don't want to wear Bell out.
And we can't always rely on Bell. There's always other players that we have to rely on.
Exactly, and with the talent we have in the receiving game, we expect a lot more from this.
Exactly.
From them, But
again, it is early in the season. They could, show up, later in the season, but they got to do something.
Right. So, I'll be honest with you guys. I have a bold prediction here. Like I said earlier in this video, Ben hasn't thrown 300 yards in a game so far this season.
Right.
Bold prediction. This Sunday against Jacksonville in Pittsburgh, Ben will throw for 300 yards, over 300 yards. I'm going to say an estimate 350.
Dang.
I'm being that bold. And 3 or 4 touchdowns. I think 2 of them will go to Antonio Brown. And honestly, I could see Bell getting a receiving touchdown as well.
I mean, it's very possible because the Steelers offense usually plays really good against good defenses, including Big Ben.
And I have a bold prediction here. James Conner gets his first NFL rushing touchdown.
I mean, you're just being bold in this game, aren't you?
I'm being very bold. I'm very confident against a very good defense. I expect a lot from this offense. And honestly, of course, I hope I'm right. Will I be? Probably not, but
I guess we'll have to find out.
That's why it's called being bold,
I guess we'll find out.
But score prediction, 28-13 Steelers. I think
this game's going to be pretty...
I think we allow a touchdown, and sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, you're good.
The only touchdown we allow in this game is probably going to be to either Leonard Fournette or Blake Bortles' touchdown pass. I don't know.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think this game's going to be real close, so I'm going to go with maybe 24-17 Steelers.
Okay. But it should be interesting, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Let us know who you guys think are going to win in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace!